Burbank, California. My name is Dwayne. I'm going to be your tour guide today, but I'm only half of this dynamic duo. We have an excellent driver. If we get clearance, we'll drive into that set and look around a little bit. I'll let you know about that as we get closer to that location. On your right-hand side is the first of many movie props you'll be seeing today. That's a 1/5 scale model of the Space Shuttle Freedom from Disney's blockbuster hit Armageddon. That starred Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, and Liv Tyler. Right, you have a better view of our Eiffel Tower right on the right side once we finish the U-turn high in the sky there. Meet to go over final details before filming begins. Bungalow number 3 is currently home to Sheena, which is an action-adventure sketch, and you can see some examples of those sketches along the far wall. Our team of over 250 skilled professionals use over 1.5 million yards of fabric a year to create over 25,000 different costumes worn throughout our resort. Also, I'd like to see some special display cases showing the actual finished garments. So they're currently home to props from Georgia. The design is our scenic shop where they create, maintain, and build all the various sets and backgrounds used throughout our studio, as well as on location. Or backs to them, there was sewn a facade or a false front, and they used for exterior shots only. Now, all 8 houses on Residential Street have been used in various television, film, and commercial productions. The second house in the right there, the 1-story brick, number 242. That was back in 1988 when Jim Varney was there filming Ernest Saves Christmas. That was actually the first film shot in our studios 1 year before we opened the guests. Our most famous house is coming up on your left. The tan 1-story Hawaiian-style house was home for 7 seasons to the Emmy Award-winning series, The Golden Girls. All the interior footage was shot in sound stages in California, then combined with the exterior footage shot here in our back lot. Now, the reason you never saw the girls leave their house to get the mail is because from their living room to the mailbox is a 3,000-mile walk. The light blue Cape Cod style house next door. Home to Alice from Disney's Adventures in Wonderland. And across the street, you see the home of the Westons from Empty Nest. That starred Richard Mulligan, Donna Manoff, Christy McNichol, and Fair the dog as Dreyfus. Now, as we reach the end of Residential Street, you can see some of the larger sets we have in our back lot and our new 3 wooden totem heads on the corner from the 13th Warrior starring Antonio Banderas. Spaceship next to that was flown by Christopher Lloyd and Disney's My Favorite Martian. You see a piece of the asteroid the size of Texas from Armageddon in the background, and a miniature cattle car and Humvee from Mighty Joe Young. The next set of military-looking vehicles are all from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Take a very close look at the treads on the tank. You see they're made of foam rubber as opposed to metal. That's because Harrison Ford was thrown on top of that tread repeatedly in the film. You see mining cars are from the infamous chase scene from Indiana Jones in a Temple of Doom. And speaking of Doom, as far as mechanical monstrosity, coming up next is Judge Doom's infamous Ditmobile from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The next 4 vehicles are also from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The Bright Orange Pacific Electric Trolley car is nothing more than a modified city bus with fiberglass covers to hide the tires. The 3 Blue Plymouths are 3 of 7 that were built for the film, and they show various stages of destruction to one vehicle. The yellow helicopter was flown by Bill Nye the Science Guy in Alan's Energy Adventure that plays at Epcot's Universe of Energy. The blue helicopter cockpit is from Blue Thunder, starring Roy Scheider. The GB and the Auto Gyro are some experimental planes from the Rocketeer, and are actually never meant to leave the ground. Their engines are made of styrofoam. The Long Black Speedboat is from the short series of 100 Lives of Black Jack Savage. We also have some training craft from Starship Troopers, the Silver Spacebot home to Max from Flight of the Navigator, and a Long Red Shuttle is from the Disney MGM Studios Backlot Tour. Standing set I told you about earlier, folks. As a word of warning, we're going to be driving over a very bumpy wooden bridge, and all 6 shuttle cars have a tendency to bounce around quite a bit, so keep a very firm grip on all your loose arms. You guys turn the rain effects for me. Show them what I'm talking about. We'll be out of your way here. Alright, folks, so this is Hollywood rain. There's some high-pressure water spouts on top of the cannon that shoot the water outwards in a crisscross pattern. Jump, jump. Rain actually goes out in a very complicated swirling motion, giving a more natural look as it falls. Alright, production crew, that's great. You guys cut that off when you're ready. We'll be out your way in just a second. We're all clear whenever you're... Wait a minute. Whoa. Scene 1, take 2. Production crew, this is not your stunt shuttle. We actually have a lot of guests down here. Can you cut the scene, please? Production crew, turn off your effects. This is your actual guest down here.
Watch the tank up.
Alright. Folks, I don't think they can hear me this time. Hold on a second. We'll be out of here in just a second. Whoa! guys are reset for another take movie prop. Throwing a piece of Disney history. It's called the 234 Mickey Mouse. It's Walt Disney's personal claim. He used to fly himself and his Imagineers over bigger than they really are. The real Empire State Building's over 100 stories tall, and ours is just over 4. Now we are near the end of our tour, folks. We're going to drop you off at the American Film Institute Showcase. We feature driving historians, an exhibit featuring different modes of transportation used throughout film.